welcome to Don't Write This Down, where I will be teaching Sylvia how to make a recipe.
And I will have to remake it without writing anything down.
So we're going to be making three things today. We're going to make a chicken, which is the entree, the cauliflower steak as the side, and a cocktail at the end. We're going to start with the cauliflower steak because it takes a little longer to cook. So
how is that a side? Steak is an entree.
Steak. But it's not. Basically, we're going to start with a head of cauliflower. Now, I'm going to be splitting this up so you have some cauliflower to use, but the whole point is you want a steak, so you want a full piece of cauliflower. So you want it to be flat and thicker like a steak. You don't just want the little heads of the cauliflower coming off.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut it right down the middle. So cut it right down the center. So you probably want to get like 2 to 3 good pieces because you can only use so much of this because it's going to fall off. You know, it's not all stem. Because we're going to cut the rest of it into very fine pieces, kind of like breadcrumbs.
Sylvia, have you ever cooked with cauliflower?
I don't think I've ever even bought cauliflower.
Let's preheat the oven. Very important step. So I'm going to put the oven on to bake at 425.
Bake at 425. Bake at 425. Okay.
So basically, I'm going to spread it out. So they're going to get a little crispy, but you still want to put like a little bit of olive oil on them because they're going to burn or stick to the pan.
All right,
so
define a little bit.
Just do like a boop.
That's only right. What about?
But you're gonna mix it around. So to make the cauliflower breadcrumbs, you're gonna do black pepper, regular fine salt,
not the other
garlic powder, onion powder.
So there's no like number to this?
No, I measure with feeling.
Feeling?
It feels good to me.
That doesn't help me. Sydney measuring with feeling was probably one of the most infuriating parts of the whole thing because there were so many moments that she was like, oh, you know, just a splash of this, a splash of that. And like, I'm a very concrete person, especially when it comes to cooking because I know I'm not the best. So her having to keep saying, it's whatever you feel like, it was like really, it was getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know how Sylvia felt about me measuring with feeling. I felt great about it. I'm really in touch with my feelings when I cook. Maybe I have more emotional intelligence when it comes to cooking. You're gonna pop it in the top rack. To saute the cauliflower, we're gonna first cut this onion into thin slices.
How thin are we talking?
I would say as thin as you can get them, personally.
God.
So, I got that. And I would say you probably need 4 like slices of onion.
I like cooking. I don't love it. I'm definitely not. I definitely want to get better at it because it is like I feel like a skill that like I'm gonna need.
I'm gonna add olive oil.
Olive oil.
Do-do.
Again, no numbers. Okay, that's great.
And then I'm gonna turn it on to medium heat. And we're gonna add our onion strips in. You see how they're bubbling, the onion?
Sure.
You don't see that?
I see it.
I guess I just have the fine chef's eye.
Oh my God. You made one recipe.
Very delicately.
Just gonna plop it
Pop these in the pan. And that's gonna cook for a minute. While we're doing that, we want to prep the pan they're gonna bake in.
Wait, okay.
They're gonna bake, and this is because cauliflower is very thick and it takes a long time for it to cook. So I'm just gonna cut a few thin slices of butter to lay it down.
Do you feel like you have an
The answer is no. The answer is gonna be no. I don't know. What's the question? Sorry.
Do you feel like you have an understanding of what's going on?
As of right now, yes. So while Sydney was making the side dish, I was pretty not confident. And actually, when she said cauliflower steak in the beginning, I really thought she was gonna pull out like a full steak.
On the bottom of the pan, because I want to do both sides of cauliflower, I'm gonna put pepper, salt, chili powder, paprika. And remember, don't write this down.
Wait. Hold on. So the butter, you don't have to spread it out. You just...
No, because it's going to melt in the oven. You just want to lay a base.
Okay.
Lay a base. Then I coat the bottom of it a little bit, because we're also going to do it on the top of the cauliflower as well, because you want to coat both sides. Make sure you don't open the spoon side or else chili powder everywhere.
No, I'm going to open the spoon side accidentally.
We're going to let that cook for another minute, and we're going to place it
Flip
back
the other
on.
one already?
Yes, I flipped both of them.
Oh, God.
If you were paying attention, you would have known. After a minute or so, we're going to put it onto this pan.
With or without the onions?
Without the onions. The onions are going to be for the sauce. We're leaving it in there because the onions take the most time to cook.
I thought it was the cauliflower that took the most time to cook.
Yeah. Well,
Everything takes a long time, apparently.
So I'm just going to grab this slice, put it over here. I'm going to grab this slice, and it's on top of the butter.
So it can melt.
So we're very happy about that, right? We're going to do the same seasonings on the top. Once again, don't open the spoon side. Same seasonings on the top till it feels right.
You and this feels
I always go a little lighter on the salt.
Yeah, I know, you're a little heavy-handed.
I am heavy-handed. So now it's going to go in the oven. And I'm going to say we're going to check back on this in 20 minutes. The most difficult meal I've made is the attempt at the recreation of the famous Applebee's chicken wonton tacos. Mostly because I don't know how they shape the wontons into tacos. Because I fry them and they just fold up and they're really sad or really flat. And secondly, because I perfected it one time, but we forgot to write everything down, and I've never been able to recreate it since, and they've come out subpar. I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon of butter.
How did you say there was a tablespoon? Did you follow that?
Oh yeah, the little lines. I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon of butter.
So you used exactly 1 tablespoon for the last one.
I didn't use it exactly, but yeah, that's the idea.
No,
so
it looks pretty exact to me.
Going to melt, and then I'm going to take some minced garlic. Boop. We're going to mix that around. So now the onions are getting pretty crispy and the garlic cooks very quickly, so we're going to add our wine so we can reduce it.
How much wine?
So I go probably until the whole bottom of the pan is covered. So now this is going to reduce, the steaming is good. To our sauce, we're going to add
Oh my God.
parsley, thyme, and crushed red pepper.
God, we're fucking.
And
we're
what do we do
fucked.
again?
I'm fucked.
We do it till it feels right. We're gonna sprinkle the parsley.
That was a lot of parsley.
Yeah, I really like parsley. That's my
What
favorite
if I don't
one.
like parsley?
Thyme, you do a little bit less of, just because I feel like it's a little stronger. And then crushed red pepper.
I love red pepper. I put it on my pizza.
Sylvia, what part of this recipe do you think you're going to have the most trouble with?
Remembering the seasonings. She has like 5 different combinations for each step. Looking back, I think the seasonings were probably some of the easier things. It would have been easier if you didn't put out all the spices to trick me.
So now we're gonna add a little boop boop of heavy cream. We go
1,
boop,
2,
boop.
3. Okay.
Then you do a little milk. And you go boop boop. You want to stir this around until it gets slightly thick, but I'm going to put it on low heat.
So you thinned it to thick it?
Well, I thinned it to cook off the alcohol.
Mike, that's the best part. Why are you cooking it off? So they're supposed to look
So,
like...
they look pretty good.
It looks so
They're
good.
browning. The smaller bits are browning.
Can we just eat?
And we obviously see that a lot of these pieces still have moisture in them. So we're going to put it back in the oven. Now we're going to prepare the sauce for our chicken.
What kind of chicken is
So
this?
we're going to prepare, it's like a sweet Thai chicken, sweet Thai chili. We're going to do a tablespoon of oil.
Vegetable oil. How much? A tablespoon?
A tablespoon, yeah. I'm going to do a half a teaspoon
Half a teaspoon.
of garlic.
Minced garlic. Because you
Minced
have like
garlic.
5 types of garlic here. That was not level, but okay.
We're going to do
Tablespoon?
1 tablespoon of soy sauce.
I kind of missed the when it feels right.
Yeah, you missed the when it feels right because now it's too much pressure. And I don't mean to upset you, but this is subject to change when we taste it. We're gonna do a half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Then we're gonna add in, see, this is when it feels right. We're gonna add in crushed red pepper. We're gonna add it in until it feels right. Then I'm gonna bring this down to low heat again.
So when you're putting stuff in, it goes medium. You're gonna bring it down because you don't want to burn it, right?
We're not gonna, we don't want to burn the brown sugar we're about to put in.
Brown sugar.
So we're gonna put in, this is the sweet part.
I like the feeling of cooking. I like the sense of accomplishment you feel after you've made the meal. I love eating, big eating fan.
Pop that in there. It's gonna melt down. And then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of Frank's Red Hot.
I put that shit on everything.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Franks.
Now that we've started the entree portion, do you feel like you've forgotten everything from the side dish?
I'm gonna say no because I don't want people to not have faith in me, but the real answer is yes. Like 100%.
So basically, I'm just gonna take a little bit on my spoon and go a little like, boop. Okay, so to me, it's a little hot. So now that we have the sauce going, we're gonna keep it on low while we prepare and cut the chicken.
I have to cut the chicken too?
Yeah, you gotta cut the chicken. So I'm gonna start by cutting off the white fatty parts of the chicken. Yours may not have that much.
I hope so. Thank you. The first gift you've given me. This
I
entire
gave
ordeal.
you the nicer piece of cauliflower. You bitch.
You stupid bitch. Get out of my
You
house.
stupid bitch. This is a probably thick piece, so I'm gonna cut this into 3 slices. Yours you could probably cut into 2.
2.
But basically,
So
I'm
you
just
don't
gonna take
kill
it.
me.
I haven't cooked this recipe exactly, but I've cooked a lot like it. Like, it's just basically you make a sauce, you cook the chicken in the sauce, and then
Yeah, easy
got
peasy.
chicken.
Yeah, nothing. Like there's nothing to it.
So now I have 3 pretty equal slices
Did you
of
fail math?
This is
not
3.
equal.
Of
Look at
thickness.
this. Oh, okay.
Of thickness. So now I'm gonna wash my hands because raw chicken is gross. So I'm gonna take another one of my oven-safe dishes.
Okay, this is like just a question. Are these ovens? Am I gonna have to find these oven-safe dishes?
No, I'll give you the dishes.
I don't want to ruin your dishes. Exactly. I think I might have burnt the plate ice. Does that come off?
Is that melted? Just slightly.
So I'm gonna pull out my.
But is it ready?
It is ready. So I'm gonna pull out my breadcrumbs, which they've toasted up nicely. And I'm gonna pull out my cauliflower, which also looks like it toasted up nicely. So I'm gonna leave these on top while I transfer the chicken in. Now to plate the cauliflower.
We got to plate it too?
Yeah, you have to plate it.
You can't just eat it? Oh my God.
This is a nightmare.
For you?
No, for you. Okay. So I'm gonna take one of my pieces of cauliflower.
1 piece.
Well, I'll just take both. We only made 2. We'll take 2. Like so. I'm gonna take my sauce and pour it over. Pour it over the cauliflower. And then I'm gonna take my breadcrumbs and sprinkle them on top. They give a nice little crunch, I feel like, to the dish because the cauliflower steak, when it cooks, gets softer. So now I took my cooked piece of chicken. I'm gonna put the remaining of the sauce on top.
But not all of it, right?
No, because I want to save some for when we eat it. And that is my final dish.
My favorite part of the meal was the cauliflower steak because it was like the first thing that I truly like took an idea, didn't look up a recipe, didn't like think, didn't do any research. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna make it. And it turned out amazing, like fan favorite. My family loves it. I enjoy it. So, pretty proud of that. So, for our cocktail, my favorite part, we're going to be making a tequila smash. So, first we need to make a simple syrup made of honey and water. It's very simple, hence simple syrup. Well, don't look at me like that. So, basically, you're going to turn a pot on to medium. We're going to do 3 tablespoons,
Three of the
big one,
The big one.
of water. 1, 2.
So what is the purpose of simple syrup? Like,
It's a sweetener in a cocktail that's not, like, you can't just put granulated sugar in a cocktail because it's going to be crunchy. So a
Yeah.
simple syrup, you can make it with, like, equal parts sugar and water. This one calls for honey just because honey pairs with tequila better because it's, like, agave, esque. So we're going to do 3
so 3 of each?
of each. It's equal parts of each. That's why it's so simple.
Sylvia, have you ever made a cocktail like this before?
No. I never made a cocktail before. You just drink the margarita cans? I used to just...
The limaritas.
Yes.
You just want to stir it until it's combined.
Combined. Okay.
So I'm going to put it over here
We're
to
gonna just
cool.
buy simple syrup.
Well, this is more fun for me.
Sylvia, I don't know if you understand the point of the show.
So I have my trusty margarita salt,
Handy
which
dandy.
I didn't make you make. You're welcome. I'm going to take my glass. This is lemon juice and this is lime juice. I'm going to take my glass and I'm going to dip it in the lemon juice to just get the rim wet. Then I'm going to dip it in the margarita salt. Salted
Boom.
glass. Such beauty, such grace. I've been cooking since I was a child with my mom. And then especially in high school when she was like, I'm done cooking dinner. I've cooked dinner for 30 years. So I'm not cooking it anymore. I was like, valid. So then I kind of like stepped up and started to like make meals. Then I'm going to take probably one of these mint leaves and I'm going to break them up. Then this is a ½ ounce. This is an ounce.
Half ounce? Ounce, okay.
I'm going to take
That's lemon.
an ounce of lemon juice.
A full ounce of lemon juice, okay.
A ½ ounce
Lime.
of lime juice.
Two shots of vodka.
1 shot of vodka.
full
Of
ounce.
tequila. It's
Tequila.
tequila.
Sorry.
We're going to do a ½ ounce of our simple syrup that we made. Oh my god.
Can we hold it? Half ounce?
½ ounce, yeah.
So what if, theoretically speaking, I just use your simple syrup?
No.
But it's gonna be, what are you gonna do with the extra? It's just wasted.
I'm going to drink it.
The sugar, the honey and water.
I'll do what I want. Now that it's in the shaker, we're going to pop it on. Make sure this is on. Now you want to hold this tight like a claw. And we're going to pour the cocktail
Shake
in.
it, not stirred.
Crushed ice on the top.
How often do you make this drink?
This one I've made about 2 or 3 times. But I make all tequila beverages because tequila is the best. And then you go little mint sprig and there you go. Tequila
Just
smash!
so, this is the portion where I mess everything up and okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do fine. First, we're making the cauliflower steak. So, from what I recall, we have to cut. I don't know how to do this. We have to cut this part off. The stock is not good. Okay. So then we need, she said, 2 like good pieces, right? Okay. Beautiful, very good. Nope, never mind. That's not what I wanted to happen. The most difficult meal I've ever made, not including this. So I don't really cook a lot. I made chicken parm once, like from a recipe in like the slow cooker. And that was the first time that I didn't have any help from anybody. It was just me by myself. So that was probably the hardest thing. So we're gonna have one good-ish piece, and the rest are gonna be breadcrumbs. So from what I recall, she said that we have to cut these small because they're gonna be breadcrumbs for the one steak. I don't remember. I think she called it steak. Boom. I think that is as good as it's gonna get. Do this, for lack of a better term. You see, I did this on purpose, actually. I cut it so thin because I really feel like sometimes you just want the taste. You don't want like that crunch. And the big pieces are gonna crunch up. Okay, gonna spread that out, and then we're gonna not look at this anymore. Okay. So first we're gonna use extra virgin olive oil, extra virgin only. A little line. Okay, that's pretty good. And then she took the wooden spoon and she kind of just mixed it, you know? She said everything has to be evenly coated. I think that looks pretty good to me. But I'm also not the chef here, so.
Sylvia, you're literally the chef right now.
I don't think I should use that word and insult people that actually spend their lives perfecting this. I'm more of what you call a fake. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna get the black pepper, the salt, and the powders. The garlic powder and the onion powder.
Are you pretty confident that those are the ones she used for this step?
This is the only seasoning combination that I'm certain of. This is the only one. So, we're gonna open the pot. And then this, you just do whatever feels right. So you just have to make sure it comes out first, you know. Give it a little razzle dazzle. That feels right, okay. And then this one I'm a little nervous for, so we're gonna the garlic powder we don't see. I don't think there's enough pepper on this. But I think that's fine, because you know, the garlic powder, something even coming out, I can't even tell. It's okay, it's fine. So we just use less onion powder. It's okay, don't worry. I'm gonna add another step that she didn't add, but a trained novice like myself, it's okay, everything is fine. So the oven has to obviously go on bake. Now come on. Where's bake? There's bake. And it has, where the hell is the oven temperature? It has to go, when I figure out how, to 400, where's the thing? 425. I don't think that, okay, that looks about right. So then we get our handy dandy, whatever this is. You put this on the top rack because you want to dry it out. Fuck the top rack, okay. So put that bad boy in there. Next step, I think, is to make, yeah, I know what I mean. Okay, so she said thin, and you want to pull them apart because they're gonna saute. That's the word. They're gonna saute. Oh, you only want like 4 little things, nothing too crazy. I think I might have overestimated the use of onions. You need some of this, some extra virgin olive oil again. And then I need the garlic. Okay. We're gonna go for it, fuck it. Okay, it's gonna go on medium for right now. Wait, hold on. So we're just gonna add a little splash of that. Okay, beautiful. Where's the lid? Then we want to add a little bit of the nice pick of garlic. I think, I don't know. And we're gonna just, do that. Sure, why not? And we're just gonna do that, I think. I don't really know. So we're just gonna let these, get nice and not golden brown, but like a nice little color, maybe like this spoon. Okay, so we're just gonna do that on medium. Oh my god, I need a lifeline.
Maybe you should have wrote this down.
Do I add the seasoning to this? I don't think so.
Do you know what the next step is?
Yeah, definitely. There's no sauce for this. I'm pretty sure. Is there a sauce for this?
Do you remember why I couldn't eat the cauliflower?
Because there's milk in it? You put milk in this? Oh my god. I thought that was just for the... No, because you can have the chicken. I'm stupid. Oh god. This... Oh my god.
What do I think the most difficult set was? I don't know, because Sylvia struggled with a lot of them. I think specifically being able to cook off the wine and adding the cream in the sauce for the cauliflower.
A little bit less. I don't think this is right at all. Whatever, So you don't want this to be bland, right? So the most stressful moment during cooking, I think would have to be when I was mixing the sauce for the cauliflower steak. Because I did not remember what went in that. I feel like everything else I was like, I can work my way around this, but I feel like the cauliflower steak was so specific because it had like the wine and stuff that I had no idea what to do. We're gonna do a little bit of black pepper, I think. We're gonna do some of that, sure. We're gonna do a little, oh my god, it's bubbling really quickly.
Do you think there's anything that you could do to stop the bubbling?
Move it? No,
Anything else?
low. There we go. I think we need a little bit of dark chili powder. Hello. Hello. Okay, that's good. As much as I wanted it to be. And some, nope. Whoa, that would have been bad. That would have been so bad. I think it also needs wine. I remember. I think. We're just gonna add till it fills up, I guess. I'm pretty sure the wine wasn't for that. No, whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Who doesn't like a little wine here and there, I don't know. So while that's doing what it does, do I have to move the sauce?
What about the cauliflower?
That's supposed to come on here. So now we have to cook the cauliflower. Now cauliflower takes a while to cook. Not a while, but like it takes a good minute for it to, soak up the juices and whatnot. This is definitely wrong. So we're gonna leave that. And because I'm not sure what I'm doing, we're just gonna turn it up a little bit. The butter doesn't come here. The butter goes for the chicken. So we have to just let that cook. And now we're gonna start preparing our sauce for the chicken. Yay, I think.
Does what you've done here feel correct?
Not even in the slightest possible way.
So, looking at all of the materials you have here on the counter, is there anything that you think you should have used for this portion of the dish that you did not?
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. So these are bubbling really nicely. That's what we want. We want some flavor in this. And then remember, it takes a while to cook, so we have to leave it there. So I feel like this is wrong.
No comment.
I think the sauce is supposed to go on top of the cauliflower. You know what? I can't do this. I'm just gonna flip it with the knife. Oh god. Boom, there we go. You see that? Master chef right there. So I'm gonna say the cauliflower is done. I mean, now it's ready to be put in the oven. Yeah, I would say so. I don't need this. And we're just gonna... Okay, it smells really good. No onions, I remember that. You just want the cauliflower. Excuse me while I switch utensils. It's definitely an easier way to do this. I think this was for the chicken, but you know what? We'll wash it and use it again. Now, I'm gonna be honest. This doesn't smell wrong. But was it done in the correct order? I don't think so. So we're just gonna, you know, just a little bit of the juices. Sure, why not? And now, because remember, nothing can go unseasoned, we're gonna put a little bit more. Let me smell it. Yeah. So we add a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt. Nope. That feels right. And we like it, we like a little kick, so nope, not that again. Okay. It's fine, it's totally fine, don't worry. Just a couple flakes. And now we put this in the oven for a really long time, because remember, it takes long to cook. So sauce, fuck. We're gonna get vegetable oil. And we need the big one. Tablespoon? Tablespoon? Tablespoon. The big one, right? That says Young Chef's Academy. Okay, that's helpful. Okay. We've shedded some water in here, I think. No, it was definitely 3. Was it 3? No. I think that's good. It was 3. Okay, I remember now. It was 3 and 3 of these because you want everything to be even. You know, I think. 1 soy sauce, 2 soy sauce, and a 3rd one. Pretty fucking good if you ask me, okay? Now we get brown sugar first. Oh, I fucked up. Oops. I think, honestly, the sauce for the chicken, I did the best. The brown sugar one is this one because this is for dry ingredients. Thank you very much. We're just gonna pack this up there. Oh, I definitely did this wrong. Whoops. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. That was... Again, make sure you get everything. You don't want to waste. Then we get our trusty spoon. And we just mix it. Nope, we need first half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. You know, the numbers really threw me off, I think. I know I complained, but I should stop complaining. That's my lesson for this. Okay, you go Frank's Red Hot. Put that shit on everything. Oh, I don't know if that looks right. Just gonna give it a little stir. You know, wanna make sure the juices are flowing before you add the hot sauce. I mean, it smells right. But, you know. How's the parsley? The thyme, the parsley, paprika? No, because these used to go together and they didn't separate. So I think it's this stuff. It's this stuff. Don't worry, guys. I know what I'm doing. Don't think this is correct, but whatever. Thyme, she said. You just put a dab because it has a really strong flavor. I think that looks right. That's not correct. I think we need another one of water because it's not as much as I would like to cover all my chicken. It is a little spicy, so we're just gonna add, a little bit more sugar, just a dabble, you know, nothing too crazy. Right, so chicken. You're gonna get the chicken breast out, and first thing you want to do is cut off all this, not weird, but it's just gross, I guess you would say, fatty parts. So now we're gonna do 2 pretty evenly thick slices. So I remember she did a tablespoon of butter, and she did like 5 slices. So 1. We're gonna put the sauce in here.
Do you think the sauce looks the same as Sydney's?
I think it looks similar, which at this point is all we can ask for, you know? Okay, those are definitely ready. So next we're gonna put the chicken down like so. And then we're gonna add some of this on top to really get the flavor going, you know? Yeah, that's definitely ready. So now we just neatly place the chicken. I think we're gonna plate the cauliflower. That actually doesn't look terrible. It smells pretty good. I think I might have burned the plate. Does that come off?
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope so. I'm so sorry.
Let me get you
And just place that there. Oh, that's hot.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I sincerely apologize for that. If you want a new one, please let me know.
Is that melted?
Just slightly. Just slightly melted.
If you need a new one, I'll Venmo you. I think I put accidentally, I put everything in the sink. So I put the hot plate on top of the plastic cutting board and it kind of melted. And I do apologize. Okay, so now we're gonna take our breadcrumbs. Yay. I'm gonna do a little taste test. Well, okay, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna move it around. Just very nicely drop that on there. So, ooh, I don't want to do that. Actually, first, before I do that, we're gonna do a little taste test. You know, on second thought, we're not gonna do that.
What did it taste like?
Not correct. So, we're gonna move on. For the sauce for the cauliflower, I forgot the ingredients. You put milk in this? I really forgot how she cooked it. I forgot that milk curdles. So leaving it there was probably not the best idea.
So for scientific purposes, I'm gonna taste the sauce. Yeah, that does not taste good. Sylvia's sauce for the cauliflower was curdled. And I'm not even trying to be mean because it's funny. It was bad. It's not even, but it's also not her fault. That's an easy mistake to make. But if she put that sauce on the cauliflower, I'm pretty sure my mom and I would have thrown up. It was not edible. So I smell the chicken. So if you could just check on it, because I smell it.
Oh, your thing is burning again? But I don't think it's ready. Okay, is that ready? I don't really want to poison anybody. That's ready? Good, it's ready. Perfect. Just right on schedule. Okay, so the chicken is actually done. Ignore the parts around. So we're just gonna take the bigger piece of chicken. Should I give her the smaller? And just place it like so. So, next up, we're going to be making our cocktail, tequila smash. I've never made a cocktail like tequila smash before. Never made a cocktail in general. I kind of just drink. First thing we're going to do, We're gonna get our margarita salt when you can open it, and we're just gonna take the glass and put it in our lemon juice just to get like on the rim, you know? So we're gonna put the lemon juice and the lime juice first. Where's the honey first? 1 full of lemon, a full ounce, 1 ounce. And then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of lime. I don't think that's correct, but fuck it. Then we're gonna do honey. Do a tablespoon of honey. I don't think that's right, but you know what? You live, you learn, whatever. So we're gonna do a stalk. Is that what it's called? A stalk of mint. We only drink Jose Cuervo, so you know, do that right. We do a full ounce of that. Oh. You know what? That's fine. It's okay. Okay, now that I did the check in my head that everything is there, I'm gonna close this. And we have to put the top on. Remember that. We have to hold it so it's secure and just... I'll hold that is. Actually, I don't know. And now the smash is the ice. Sure. And now, that looks about right. Okay. We take 1 mint leaf for decoration. Boom. Ooh. Tequila smash.
What do I think Sylvia did the best? The drink? So basically, I taught Sylvia how to make cauliflower steak and sweet Thai chicken. And she was unable to write down the recipe and she had to recreate it from memory.
Okay.
And these are, and also she made a drink, tequila smash, and this is the results of that. And what are your just first thoughts as you're looking at the dishes?
It smells great. I like the drink. Why is this one so small and that one so big?
That was a personal choice, I think.
Uneven distribution of chicken, I would say. I would not have made a different meal because I feel like I did challenge myself, which was kind of nice. And it was good coming out at the end that it wasn't terrible, that it was edible. But it would have been nice if, you know, a certain party would have picked an easier recipe for me to follow.
And also, can you guess which one was made by me and which one was made by Sylvia?
You could guess after tasting it.
Okay. That's good. Cauliflower is still firm. Got a little bite to it. Well, is anybody else eating this after me?
I think I'm gonna try it too.
Good.
So which cauliflower did you like better?
I like this one a little better. It's a little spicier, but this was good too. Looks good. That's good. Okay, chicken both taste the same.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty good. Good. They taste the same. They
So,
almost taste the same.
which dish did you like better overall?
I'm gonna have to say this one, but I like this drink better.
And then who do you think made which dish?
I'm gonna say Sid made this one, just by the cauliflower alone, because I know that she does a lot of sauce with her food. Was that right?
Yes,
You did a great job, though.
Thank you.
You really did a good job. I have to say that your cauliflower was good.
Really?
Very good. I liked it. It had a little bit of crunch still. It wasn't too soggy, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't overcooked. It was really good. I liked it.
I had to give Sylvia a letter grade on her overall meal. Okay. Cocktail, A+. Chicken, I know that she like messed up the steps and the sauce, but it was still good. So I'm gonna go with A-. Cauliflower, because I tasted the sauce and my mom only tasted the finished component, which the cauliflower was good. Because I tasted the sauce and saw what she did to it, I have to give the cauliflower a C because it that was just blatantly bad. So average that out, that's like what? Like a B+?
So I would give my drink an A+ because you can't really go wrong. Tequila. I'd give my chicken also an A. We'll do A- because I didn't really follow the recipe. Cauliflower steak, taste-wise, because I didn't put the sauce on it, I'm gonna give it a B. So I think in total it's like a B-ish.
Thanks for joining us. This has been Don't Write This Down.
You're gonna spill it all. Don't hold it like that. It's very chaotic. They're not measurements. Don't call them measurements. She's guesstimating.
I call it soul food.
Okay, so you wash your hands after cooking the chicken. That feels like common sense, if you ask me.
I didn't make you make. You're welcome.
Wait, you didn't make that?
Next time we're getting a salt block, we're just having a hammer at it.
I'm not doing that. I'm busy that day.
You'll do it if I tell you to.
I'm gonna need the audience to stop laughing because it really is making me nervous.